Imagine opening your eyes, but the world you wake up to is not the one you know. It's 65 million years ago. No humans, no cities, only endless prehistoric forests, giant ferns, the cries of distant dinosaurs, and you. The air is warm, heavy, humid. The sky is calm. Nothing, absolutely nothing, warns you that today is the final day of the dinosaurs. Until a strange bluish spark appears on the horizon, brighter than the sun, silent, growing, approaching. You don't know it yet, but everything is about to end. Thousands of kilometers above you, a 10-kilometer wide asteroid is tearing through space at 72,000 km/h. It has been traveling for millions of years. Nothing could stop it. Not planets, not gravity, not time. It was always meant to hit Earth. Scientists call it the Chicxulub impactor, the rock that delivered the final blow to 75% of life on the planet, including the dinosaurs. And you are about to witness it. That bright point in the sky expands rapidly. The color shifts. White, blue, white again, as if the atmosphere itself is catching fire. Birds scatter and scream. Small dinosaurs panic and sprint into the forest. The ground shakes lightly. The first sign of atmospheric shockwaves. Your instincts scream, run, hide. Something unnatural is coming. But you're frozen, staring, because suddenly, the sky becomes pure white, as bright as 10,000 suns. It's so bright that your shadow disappears. For a moment, the entire world looks flat, like someone erased all forms, all depth, all darkness. This isn't just light, it is radiation, and the asteroid is still minutes away. At 9:02 a.m., local Yucatan time, the asteroid slams into the Earth. You do not see it directly, but you feel it. The ground beneath you wrenches violently to the side. It's not a regular earthquake. It is a planet-shaking convulsion. Trees sway as if caught in a hurricane. Flock after flock of terrified creatures explodes out of the jungle. At the point of impact, the asteroid vaporizes instantly. A 100-kilometer-wide fireball forms. The crust of the Earth melts like wax. A crater 30 kilometers deep is carved in seconds. Billions of tons of rock vapor blast upward. If you were standing anywhere near it, you would simply stop existing. But even from thousands of kilometers away, what comes next is unforgettable. A shockwave, faster than sound, erupts outward. You do not hear it at first. You see it. The trees far in front of you bend, flatten, snap, like matchsticks under an invisible steamroller. And then, boom! The sound arrives. A thunderclap so violent your bones vibrate. You fall to your knees. The air becomes hard to breathe. And that is only the first minute. The asteroid blast hurled molten rock higher than the edge of space. Now, those droplets of glass are falling back down. They are glowing. Red, orange, white, like millions of burning stars. But they are not stars. They are tektites, tiny droplets of Earth's crust turned into glass. And every single one is hot enough to start a fire. You lift your head and see the sky is raining. Not water, not ash, but fire. A gentle whisper becomes a roar as burning fragments ignite the forest around you. Dry branches explode into flame. The wind picks up embers and throws them like daggers. Within minutes, everything becomes a firestorm. The world you stand in is now a furnace. Your lungs burn from the heat. You run, searching desperately for shelter, a cave, a riverbank, anything, because staying outside is no longer an option. The air temperature around you climbs toward 300-degree IC. If you don't find shelter, you will not survive the next 10 minutes. You find shelter, a shallow cave carved into volcanic rock. Inside, the air is suffocating but survivable. You wait, hours pass. The sky outside glows a dark, demonic red. The distant forests burn endlessly. The sun doesn't set. It is blocked by ash and smoke, but the horizon glows like molten metal. Every few minutes, the ground shakes. Earthquakes ripple around the globe. Animal cries echo in the distance, then abruptly stop. The world feels like it's dying. You are alone. But you survive the first day. 3 days after impact, the fires burn out. But the sky is now unrecognizable. It's black, not night black. Total black. Ash, soot, sulfur, and vaporized rock have risen into the stratosphere, blocking the sun entirely. You step outside your cave and look around. No sunlight, no warmth, no wind, no color. It is as if the world has been turned into a monochrome photograph. The temperature begins to plunge. Plants struggle without sunlight. The forest becomes eerily silent. No insects, no birds, no movement. The great dinosaurs, once rulers of Earth, wander confused and starving. They roar into the empty void above them, waiting for a sun that will not rise. And you feel the cold for the first time. 1 week after the impact, ash begins falling like dirty snow. Thick, greasy flakes coat your hair, your clothes, your face. Water becomes toxic. Rivers turn acidic. Breathing becomes painful. Herbivorous dinosaurs, unable to find plants, collapse by the dozens. Predators follow soon after. You watch a massive triceratops stumble, wheeze, and finally fall. Its legs twitch once and go still. Even the great tyrannosaurs, powerful and eternal seeming, look skeletal and weak. The world is collapsing, but your battle has just begun. With sunlight gone, Earth enters a deep freeze. Temperatures drop 20 degrees worldwide. Frost forms on the leaves. Your breath becomes visible. Nights feel endless, and because they are, you wrap yourself in giant leaves and dried ferns for warmth. The world is no longer burning. It is freezing. Volcanic winter has arrived. You scavenge what you can. Roots, insects, small surviving mammals. There is no fruit, no fish, no edible plants. If you were not resourceful, you'd be dead already. But you push forward. 6 months after impact, silence. Absolute silence. Entire species vanish. Titanosaurs, Pulceratops, raptors, pterosaurs, marine reptiles. Giant ferns and forests. The oceans are filled with dead plankton. Birds drop from the sky. Lakes become barren pools of acid. You walk through a forest of skeletons. Bones lie half buried in gray ash. This is the real extinction. Not fire, not impact, but the slow death that followed. You are witnessing the end of an era with your own eyes. 1 year after the asteroid, a faint glow appears in the sky. The sun. For the first time in 12 months, light filters through the dark clouds. Plants begin to sprout. Small mammals emerge cautiously. The world is still cold, but no longer dying. You survived the unthinkable, but the world is unrecognizable. No giant dinosaurs. No ancient forests. New species taking over. Mammals, your distant ancestors, begin to rise. What comes next is the beginning of a new chapter in Earth's history. A world where creatures like you might one day dominate. You look over the land. It is wounded, scarred, quiet, but alive. This is how life works. It adapts, evolves, survives. The dinosaurs, magnificent as they were, could not endure the chain reaction begun by a single moment in time. But you, hypothetically, did. You survived. The brightest flash in Earth's history. The firestorm. The earthquakes. The global darkness. The volcanic winter. The extinction months. And you witnessed something no human ever truly saw. The day the dinosaurs died, and the first dawn of the world that would eventually lead to us. Fade out. Music softens. Life always finds a way.